Katy Perry once dominated every playlist, every summer anthem, every TikTok dance before TikTok even existed. So how did the queen of teenage dream end up begging the algorithm for mercy with a comeback single that fizzled in less than a week? That's the mystery today, and by the end of this video, you'll see why the answer may be more brutal than any critic review. When Woman's World dropped in mid-2024, Perry's team predicted fireworks. Instead, the track sputtered at number 83, then slid into oblivion faster than an Insta story no one screenshotted. Industry insiders whispered that Capitol Records had already earmarked 7 figures for promo, but the public reaction was a collective meh. Spotify skips spiked after the first chorus, TikTok choreographers shrugged, and even Perry's once rabid Katy cats posted half-hearted reaction videos asking, "Sis, where's the spark?" Behind closed doors, label execs launched emergency zooms, yanking future singles off the release calendar and forcing a total rewrite of her upcoming album, 143. Why did the song crash so hard? One clue lurked in the credits: the return of producer Dr. Luke, still shadowed by Kesha's decade-long legal battle over alleged abuse. In a post-Me Too landscape, pairing a feminist anthem with a man many view as the embodiment of industry exploitation looked tone-deaf at best, calculated at worst. Perry tried to justify the reunion on Call Her Daddy, claiming Luke brought the magic on California girls. Fans weren't buying it. Twitter threads labeled the move performative feminism. And actress Abigail Breslin bluntly posted, "Working with known abusers keeps the cycle alive." If the single's backlash didn't sting enough, Perry's limited edition $175 fashion doll did. Released the same week streaming numbers stalled, the plastic figurine, complete with miniature spacesuit, felt like a parody of pop star luxury. It sold out in some markets, but the optics were awful. Working-class fans already juggling inflation saw their one-time hero hawking high-priced collectibles instead of relatable anthems. The phrase "cash grab" trended for 2 days straight. But a pricey doll would soon look tame compared to the stunt that came next, an 11-minute rocket ride that torched both jet fuel and credibility. Perry's Blue Origin jaunt was supposed to symbolize limitless love and push 143 into another stratosphere, literally. Instead, environmental groups called it a carbon splurge. Climate-conscious Gen Z labeled it late-stage pop star syndrome, and late-night hosts joked that her career trajectory now mirrored the flight path. Straight up, then immediately back down. Even die-hard stans struggled to defend a mission that generated more CO2 in minutes than most fans will all year. Days later, a Vegas residency clip surfaced. Perry lobbing greasy pepperoni slices into the pit while giggling about feeding the people. The internet combusted. Mexican fans highlighted how throwing food at humans is culturally disrespectful. Allergy sufferers fumed about dairy bombs. And the rest of the audience just wondered why their $300 tickets came with tomato sauce dry cleaning bills. Within 24 hours, the meme Donald Trump trended, comparing her antics to a billionaire's careless excess. Hey, quick check-in. Do you think Katy's missteps are simple PR blunders or signs of a deeper disconnect? Drop your take below while it's fresh, because the next chapter makes everything messier. Remember when a Perry concert felt like stepping into a Technicolor Candyland? Critics now liken her 2025 tour to a high school talent show, only with a bigger pyrotechnics budget. Viral fan recordings show off sync dancers circling a giant EVIL-looking toilet prop while an animatronic singing poo belts the bridge of California girls. Review headlines read "Flushed Performance" and "Pop Camp Gone Campy," and TikTok reviews clocked millions of views under the hashtag Dunk Toilet Paper Era. Stage props can be swapped overnight, but legal battles? Those haunt you for years. And Katy's court resume is longer than a deluxe album tracklist. Flashback to 2018, when an 89-year-old nun collapsed in a Los Angeles courtroom while fighting Perry over a historic convent. The sister's final words, caught on local news, begged the singer to please stop. Public sympathy drained faster than a phone battery at Coachella. Fast forward to 2024. A new lawsuit claimed Perry's team coerced 83-year-old entrepreneur Carl Westcott into selling his Santa Barbara mansion while he was medicated post-surgery. Real Housewives cameras captured Westcott's daughter sobbing, "They're preying on my dad's confusion." News segments framed Perry as the pop version of a house flipper villain, flipping goodwill into outrage. Perry's judging tenure on American Idol started in 2018 with playful banter. It ended in 2025 after 6 seasons of eye-roll memes and headline-grabbing faux pas. There was the unsolicited on-air kiss of 19-year-old Benjamin Glaze, awkward enough before his later arrest for disturbing images surfaced. There were the mom-shaming quips toward a 25-year-old contestant with 3 kids, and the time she urged powerhouse singer Nutsa to ditch glitter, only to get booed live. Producers loved the viral moments, but audiences wondered whether she was uplifting talent or feeding reality TV chaos. Critics still cite her 2013 AMA geisha outfit as peak cultural appropriation, but Perry kept doubling down. Cornrows in a 2014 music video, Dayglow Cleopatra cosplay in 2015, and yes, Sesame Street yanking her Elmo duet for being too risque. Each episode alone might fade, yet together they form a reel of tone-deaf decisions that modern pop culture simply doesn't forget. With backlash piling higher than her famous whipped cream bra, could fan loyalty alone keep the Katy Perry brand afloat? The answer surfaced on a billboard in Times Square. In a move straight out of a feel-good movie, Perry's global fanbase pooled cash to rent a Times Square screen reading, "Congratulations on opening week. We love you to the moon and back." Perry thanked them on Instagram, quoting her therapist, "No one can make you believe something about yourself that you don't already believe." She vowed to keep looking to the light, igniting debate about whether optimism alone can counter PR disasters. Streaming platforms thrive on momentum. When Woman's World stumbled, editorial playlists quietly bumped it below rising newcomers. Radio programmers chased TikTok virality elsewhere. Festival bookers, once eager for Perry's firework finales, chose acts with cleaner reputations and greener footprints. Even brand sponsors hesitated, wary that a single misstep could spark boycott hashtags. Pop history loves a redemption arc. Remember when Britney reclaimed her narrative, or when Gaga pivoted from meat dress antics to A Star is Born elegance? For Perry, the road is steeper. She must reconcile feminist messaging with collaborator choices, replace spectacle with sincerity, and maybe trade space tourism flexes for grounded storytelling. Sources whisper she's considering an acoustic EP about motherhood, a strategic reset that spotlights vocals over visuals and partnerships with female producers only. Whether that pivot lands depends on one factor: authenticity. Katy Perry's decade-long glow-up from choir kid to stadium superstar was fueled by infectious hooks and a playful yet relatable persona. Today, the hooks feel corporate, the persona feels corporate spacesuit, and every headline circles the same accusation: you've lost touch. Yet pop culture is cyclical. The very internet that turned on her could resurrect her if she aligns art with audience reality. Until then, the question lingers like an unfinished chorus. Is Katy Perry writing her own swan song, or just the messy middle of a new chapter? If you've got a hot take on Perry's next move, type it below, hit that subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the drop. See you in the next upload.